I bought these used from a friend of ours at a BDSM convention. She did not. She was not able to continue using these because she was not able to fit in them. She's kind of a big, large woman. She's kind of an Amazon. Big boned girl. She's about 6 feet tall. Her wrists were just a little bit too big for this wrist shackle. This wrist shackle is very petite. I don't know if they make these in a petite size versus a not petite size. So if you are looking at getting these, be careful if you order them online. Where you can order these online, I have no idea because these are hard to find. I cannot link any sites. I cannot give you a site to order these on. Every place I've seen these on has gone out of business or disappeared, and then I'll see them for a while and they'll disappear. I originally saw these on a YouTube video. I believe it was called Shackled in the City or Collared in the City, something like that. But in any case, it looks like a European video. But in any case, this woman wears this set of shackles along with a matching collar that has the same integrated padlock design. So it looks really good as a set. Each padlock has a different key. That is what I consider the fatal flaw of these for any type of top or master or dom. You're in a dark gym, you're in a dark dungeon, or if you're in a dark or dimly lit convention, you've got to fiddle around with all of these keys to find the right one that fits. And that was something that the prior owner had noticed with these, which is why she had to put nail polish on there to match and nail polish on the colors on the keys so she could match the keys to it. But in the dark, it's hard to see that. So fiddling around with those, there's no reason that these fit so well. There's no reason that they all need a separate key. They could all have the same key. So whoever makes these didn't need to do that part. In any case, here's another little bit of a minor inconvenience with these is when you do take it apart, this piece is a little bit finicky to get in there. You do have to line it up the right way. It has to be set up right. And it's a little bit of a cheap stamped metal there. So that piece is a little bit less robust. This piece right here would be the least robust piece of the rest of this shackle. But this is how it works. See if my camera will focus in here. So this piece right here, kind of just like a padlock would be, it locks in here, and then this piece just clips in. Very nice. Everything about it, it's heavy weight, it works well, it looks great on her. I will bring in my wife as soon as she gets home from work. By the way, since we're on this quarantine period, my wife works in healthcare, I work in healthcare. Make sure you be nice to your healthcare workers. Don't be impatient with them because we're working really hard. In any case, she's working hard right now, but I'll get her in these as soon as I can. So now, as you can see, since the nail polish fell off on this, I just have to guess and try until I find the right one that goes with it. So this one should be kind of a dark purple. So when you do put these on your sub, you are going to have to, and I'll show this, you're going to have to line, there's a piece with a cutout on there, and then there's a piece that goes on the, so if you put it the wrong way, if you position this the wrong way, you cannot engage the lock and make this work. So what you have to do, pull this to the outer loop here. Outer loop, there we go. And let's see here, we just have to fiddle around with this piece. So I'm not sure if there's a way they could have made this better other than having this piece somehow built in, but then it probably would have created a less I guess, I don't know, just it probably wouldn't have been possible to put this stamped piece anywhere else and make it easier. But once you do lock it in, once you put this on your sub, lock that in, it works great. So I highly recommend these if you can find them. Find them used, try them on first, make sure they fit your sub because these are very petite. The wrist ones are. The ankle ones are a little more forgiving, not as petite, but the wrist shackles are definitely for a petite wrist girl. Otherwise, they'll be too tight. That's why I would recommend buying them from some type of convention where you can actually try them on first. And that being said, let's get her to try these on. I'll show you how they look when they're on. I've got my little shackles that have the matching color. Oh, I think that's green and this is blue. See, that's the problem. Even with this light here, I cannot tell what I'm doing here. So there we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get these on here without losing this piece right here. That little piece of metal does want to come and fall out of there. There we go. All right. Okay. There's one. Now the next one, it is the green after that. Okay, let's get green on there next. All right, there we go. Now hold it, the assembly together. Let's remove the key. This is, like I said, the weak spot of this setup is that you have to hold this together. Hang on, leg over a little bit. There we go. Come on, come on. See, I got it on the wrong side again. If any little piece gets out of line. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Ankle cuffs in place. Now, let's see here. We've got the purple with the wrist. Let's see if that... Thank you for doing that. The former owner of these who actually put these on there. See if this will work. Like I said, this is the most annoying part of these, is that you have to keep searching for the correct key. All right. Put this thing in place there. There we go. Try not to pinch your wrists. I do not have the correct side up. There we go. Again, I'm needing her help on this one to make this work. There we go. Snapped in. Okay, now we have one final one to do here. Let's get this guy on. And demo will be complete for these guys there. Alright, there we are. That one I didn't let the whole assembly fall apart, so a little bit better. There we go. Okay, very snug on you. How do they feel? What's your opinion on those once they're on?
They're nice when they're on, but you can't, there's no way you can walk around with these because they definitely impede the flex of the Achilles heel when you're flat-footed. Like, it would hurt after a while. If you're going to be reclined, restrained either on your belly or on your back, these would work just fine. You could be in them for long periods of time. Only when you're actually bearing weight, these will become extremely uncomfortable, unless of course that is your gig, that is your bag, that's your go-to, that is your home. Then you would enjoy these because they do cut into the flex of the Achilles heel when you are bearing weight. The wrist cuffs are extremely snug, so they're not necessarily wrist cuffs, they're actually right above the wrist joint where the wrist will flex. They sit fairly comfortably, but I would think that after a while the metal against the fine bones in the wrist would definitely become uncomfortable. That's not something that you...
Especially if you're resisting against...
Yeah, if you're resisting really hard, again, if that is your bag, if that is your gig, if that is your home, that's where you're comfortable, then yes, you'd probably find these restraints exceedingly tantalizing. Otherwise, if you're just looking for some light bondage play, I don't really think that these would be necessarily the fit for you, just because they are, like I said, super fitted. And if you flex against these...
Put your wrist down next to the ankle.
If you flex against these, then yeah, after a while it hurts, so...
So, do you think you could get out of those? I know you're somewhat of a Houdini. Would you be able to escape from those?
No, these require a key.
Yeah.
I don't have a key, so no.
Yeah. Would you be able to slide your feet out of those?
No.
They're still snug enough. Okay. Bring your wrists right up alongside of right there. For one last picture there. There we go. Okay. So we'll try to do a more in-depth show off of these restraints on our other site under the Slave Tech name on ph.com, whatever that is. We can show more on there. I can talk about more on there. YouTube is not really a venue that's for adults anymore. Anyway, but this is for this video is set for adults only. So hey, there we go. We're not monetized. We're just doing this for fun. Hopefully you got something out of this. And if you, like I said, if you want to know where to buy these from, I have not been able to find an adequate or a reliable source to buy these from. So that is a great pose. I love that pose right there. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. Bend forward a little bit further and because I'm just getting your wrists and ankles in there because this is for the thumbnail for restrained with these. Like I said, I used this piece right here so I can take that off if I need to. If we were at a hotel where, say, the fire alarm went off, I could take that off and wouldn't have to fumble for those keys. And here we are on the other side. So pretty well restrained there. You feel pretty helpless up there?
Mm-hmm.